when an entire clan chooses self-destruction not to win, but to buy a single chance for their bloodline to survive. This is the moment the Yao clan meets its end. If you enjoy the way I make my videos, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really motivates me to keep creating. Even the Yao clan's guardian formation had finally crumbled beneath that terrifying energy and assault, powerful enough to annihilate the world itself. The shattered formation transformed into countless motes of light that cascaded down from the heavens like a dying rain. Their fading radiance illuminated the stunned ashen faces below. Despite exhausting every last ounce of strength, they were still unable to alter their destined end. Beneath that demon godlike figure, suspended in the sky, terror and despair took root in countless hearts. Xiao Yan watched the scene with a grave expression. The dou qi within his body began to circulate silently. A flash of black light appeared beside him as the Northern King materialized once more, retreating a few steps to stand beside Yao Lao. This was perhaps the most perilous crisis Xiao Yan had ever faced. Even he lacked absolute confidence that he could escape the net cast by the Han clan. Yao Lao slowly withdrew his gaze from the sky. A faint glimmer of moisture lingered in his eyes. Although he did not share a deep emotional bond with the Yao clan, the illusory figure from earlier was a godlike existence to its people. Any individual bearing Yao blood could clearly feel that something profoundly important had vanished the moment it was completely destroyed. "If anything goes wrong, you must leave first," Yao Lao said hoarsely. "The Sky Mansion Alliance cannot afford to lose you, and you still need to rescue your father." Xiao Yan's expression shifted slightly, but he remained silent. However, within his pitch-black eyes burned an unyielding resolve. "Teacher, please be at ease," Xiao Yan murmured softly after a brief moment of contemplation. Yet even he did not fully understand what he meant by those words. High in the air, Yao Dan slowly stepped forward under countless gazes. The loss of that soul fragment had torn a gaping hole in his heart. But as the clan head, he forcefully suppressed his grief. His low, resolute voice echoed beside the ears of every Yao clan member. "All clansmen, this is the moment that will decide the fate of our Yao clan. The only path before us is to stake everything to preserve our bloodline. All elders fight alongside me." As his final cry rang out, countless figures surged forth from the surrounding mountain ranges. Not only elders, but even members of the younger generation charged forward, their eyes bloodshot with determination. They understood all too well that failure meant total annihilation, the complete erasure of the Yao clan from history. The Yao clan was their root. Once severed, they would become wanderers without a home, their former glory and pride reduced to dust. "Charge!" Yao Dan's body trembled as he gazed upon the sea of figures ascending into the sky. Monstrous dou qi erupted from their bodies without restraint, converging into a colossal pillar of energy tens of thousands of feet tall. With earth-shaking momentum, it roared toward the Nihility devouring flame. Swoosh, swoosh. Behind it, countless dou qi pillars of varying strength followed, streaking forward from all directions, carrying with them unwavering resolve as they shot toward the Nihility devouring flame. Xiao Yan's gaze darkened as he watched the sky filled with surging dou qi. Such a magnificent counterattack was truly worthy of the Yao clan. However, their opponent was simply too terrifying. From his estimation, the true body of the Nihility devouring flame had likely reached an incomprehensible 8-star, or perhaps even 9-star, Du Sheng realm. Otherwise, it would have been impossible for him to shatter the Yao clan's guardian formation and scatter the soul fragment of Yao Di. The strength hidden by the Han clan is truly this horrifying. No wonder they were able to silently wipe out the Ling and Xu clans, Xiao Yan muttered, clenching his fists. Moreover, this time only the Nihility devouring flame had appeared. The mysterious clan head of the Han clan had yet to reveal himself, perhaps deliberately restraining the Gu clan from detecting anything. Even so, this alone had already driven the Yao clan to the brink of destruction. The depth of the Han clan's power was utterly shocking. Han Huzi gazed at the dazzling dou qi pillars descending from the sky, his expression subtly changing. If he were to be struck directly by such an attack, even he would suffer grievous injuries. After all, this assault embodied the combined might of the entire Yao clan. Beside him, the Nihility devouring flame, enshrouded in black flames, also showed a faint fluctuation in his hollow, black hole-like eyes. Clearly, even he did not dare to underestimate this desperate retaliation. Symbol-covered palms slowly extended from within the black flames, forming seal after seal at lightning speed. The black flames covering the sky churned violently before condensing into a colossal black vortex nearly 100,000 feet wide. The moment it took shape, an indescribably terrifying devouring force erupted outward. Bang bang! Under that horrifying suction, the land within 100,000 feet instantly collapsed. Massive fissures tore through the earth like savage wounds, scarring the vast terrain. Swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. One Dao Qi pillar after another slammed into the black vortex. Deep, muffled explosions echoed from within, and even the enormous vortex began to ripple violently. Black flames on the Nihility. Devouring Flame's body burst apart in clusters, forcing him to stagger back dozens of steps. Hunhuzi's expression changed sharply. As expected of the Yao clan, even after losing Yao Di's soul fragment, they've still managed to injure Lord Nihility. Now that they've unleashed their full strength, even someone of his caliber has been pushed back. The Nihility devouring flame steadied himself. The black flames surrounding his body had noticeably dimmed, clearly showing the toll taken by the Yao clan's all-out counterattack. "The Yao clan is indeed impressive," he said slowly, his ancient hoarse voice echoing through the sky. "Far stronger than the Ling and Shu clans. Unfortunately, this will not change your ultimate fate." As his voice faded, the black flames blanketing the heavens began to reveal countless egg-shaped spheres. Wrapped in black fire, faint streams of dark light seeped from the clouds and poured into the eggs. Bang bang! The densely packed eggs suddenly exploded as the dark light entered them. Ear-piercing screeches filled the air as innumerable black flame figures poured down like a storm, charging madly toward the mountain range below. Faces across the mountains turned pale. Before anyone could fully mobilize their Do Qi, black flashes darted through the air. Agonizing pain erupted in countless chests. Lowering their heads, they saw gaping bloody holes torn straight through their bodies, fresh blood and organs spilling out. "What are these things?" Xiao Yan's expression sank. He grabbed one of the black flame creatures, instantly sensing that although it possessed a human-like body, its hollow crimson eyes and beast-like claws marked it as something entirely different. "They can devour flesh," and Do Qi Yao Lao exclaimed, crushing several black flame creatures beneath his feet into puddles of blackened blood. Chaos engulfed the entire mountain range. Ferocious battles erupted everywhere. Miserable screams echoed endlessly as scarlet blood dyed the land crimson. From midair, Yao Dan gazed down at the Medicine Mountain, now consumed by turmoil, his expression grim. With a sweep of his sleeve, terrifying Do Qi surged forth, annihilating hundreds of black flame creatures in an instant. He then seized one creature and examined it closely, his pupils suddenly constricting. He sucked in a sharp breath. The Tunling clan. How can they still exist? Weren't they completely eradicated in the ancient era? The Tunling clan. Below him, Xiao Yan frowned slightly upon hearing the name. After a brief moment of thought, he exchanged glances with Yao Lao, only to find the same confusion mirrored in the latter's eyes. "So you recognize them?" Hunhuzi chuckled darkly. "Now do you finally understand why my Hun clan has chosen to target you? No wonder. No wonder the Hun clan has endured since ancient times, while countless others faded into oblivion," Yao Dan said, staring at the Nihility devouring flame in horror as though he had uncovered a terrifying truth. Moments later, his figure flashed downward. With a wave of his hand, he gathered dozens of young Yao clan members into his grasp. "Elders of the Yao clan," he roared, "self-destruct and shatter this realm. We may die, but the bloodline of the Yao clan must survive." The experts suspended in the sky trembled upon hearing this heart-wrenching command. Grief and determination flashed across their faces. Faced with annihilation or self-sacrifice to preserve their lineage, they chose the latter without hesitation. At that moment, Xiao Yan took a deep breath. He gripped Yao Lao's arm tightly, his gaze sharp and resolute. It was time. The many Yao clan experts suspended in the sky suddenly erupted with blinding radiance. The Do Qi within their bodies became violently unstable, surging like a raging tide. "They actually intend to self-destruct." Hunhuzi's expression shifted slightly. If so many experts were to detonate themselves at once, even this sealed realm could be torn apart. However, at this moment, the Nihility devouring flame had already transformed into countless tunneling creatures and was unable to stop them. "Humph. It won't be that easy to escape under the watchful eyes of my Hun clan. Hun Huzi's gaze turned cold and sinister. He swiftly retrieved a scroll engulfed in rising black flames from his storage ring and tore it apart without hesitation. Black fire surged forth, instantly forming a blazing flame tunnel. One figure after another rushed out, appearing above the chaotic battlefield. Haha! I never expected our reunion to end with you in such a miserable state. As the black figures emerged, wave after wave of vast, chilling, dark auras spread across the heavens. The oppressive might caused the hearts of everyone below to sink even further. Had the Hun clan's true experts finally revealed themselves? Xiao Dan immediately sensed the disturbance. He lifted his head and fixed his gaze on the leading figures among the newcomers. Two elders stood at the forefront, smiling faintly at him, their smiles icy and merciless. Hun Jing Hun Yen, Xiao Dan's voice was low and venomous. Two of the four demon saints of the Hun clan have arrived together. Your Hun clan truly thinks highly of my Yao clan. The leading elder chuckled softly. Xiao Dan, the alchemical skills of your Yao clan are still of some value to us. If you agree to let the Yao clan become an affiliated clan of my Hun clan, you may yet preserve part of your bloodline, even if the last drop of blood in my Yao clan were to be spilled. Xiao Dan replied coldly, "We will never live in humiliation beneath your Hun clan." Pride was etched into the bones of the Yao clan. Affiliation under another clan was an insult they would never accept. In that case, the elder said calmly, unsurprised. A faint smile curved his lips as he waved his hand. "Kill them all, leave no survivors." Understood. The Hun clan experts behind him burst into savage laughter. In an instant, majestic Dao Qi erupted as they charged downward from every direction. Explode. An elder of the Yao clan suddenly shone with blinding light. The next moment, an incomparably violent energy storm erupted in the sky. Several Hun clan experts were struck head-on, spitting blood as they were blown backward. Bang, bang, bang. That first self-destruction ignited the resolve of countless Yao clan members. One after another, radiant figures streaked across the sky like falling stars, detonating themselves without hesitation. Boom, boom. A horrifying annihilation storm swept across the land. The entire mountain range was flattened in an instant. Massive fissures tens of thousands of feet long spread across the ground like a spider web. Under such overwhelming force, the once stable sealed realm began to distort violently, faint cracks appearing in space itself. Continue. A flash of grim joy appeared in Xiao Dan's eyes as he saw space finally begin to waver. Yet beneath that joy lay boundless sorrow. Only a day ago, the Yao clan had been peaceful and prosperous. Now tens of millions of its people were dead, its experts either slain or gravely wounded, and extinction loomed overhead. At this moment, the only path left was sacrifice, exchanging lives for a chance that the bloodline might endure. At Xiao Dan's command, even more Yao clan experts detonated themselves without hesitation. Humph! Hun Jing snorted coldly. With a sweep of his sleeve, a monstrous black aura surged out, forming a giant hand that flung several Yao clan elders far away before they could self-destruct. Their sacrifice in those distant areas became meaningless. Wanhuo Xiao Dan roared. Elder Wanhuo, drenched in blood, shot upward without hesitation. Several other powerful Yao clan elders followed close behind. Their Dao Qi boiled completely, their auras skyrocketing as they activated forbidden secret techniques. This was their final battle, a battle to protect their clan. I alone am enough to stop them, Hun Huzi sneered. His figure flashed, appearing before Elder Wanhuo. Black flames surged with a wave of his hand, forcibly dragging Wanhuo and the others into combat. Watching this tragic scene, Xiao Yan unconsciously clenched his fists. So this was a clan extermination war. Back then, the Xiao clan must have faced the same fate. To ensure their bloodline endured, these people were willing to give up everything, even their lives, without regret. All past grudges vanished. Clan members who once quarreled now chose death to protect one another. Damn the Hun clan! The crimson hue in Xiao Dan's eyes deepened. His gaze swept across the battlefield before locking onto Xiao Yan. In a flash, he appeared before him. With a wave of his hand, more than a dozen young Yao clan members appeared, nearby faces Xiao Yan recognized from the medicinal ceremony. Xiao Yan, Xiao Dan said urgently, his eyes bloodshot. My clansmen will tear open the realm with their lives to give you a chance to escape. I have never begged anyone in my life, but today I beg you. Please help me preserve the bloodline of the Yao clan. Xiao Yan's heart tightened. No matter what, Yao Dan was a true clan head. He took a deep breath and glanced at Yao Lao. The old man's eyes were moist, but he said nothing. Clan head Yao Dan Xiao Yan said solemnly, "I will do my utmost." "I will help as well," old man Shen Nong sighed softly as he arrived. "Prepare yourselves," Yao Dan said calmly, wiping blood from his face. "I will hold Hun Jing and Hun Yan. The other elders will tear open space." His gaze lingered briefly on Yao Tian and the others before he smiled faintly. With a powerful stomp, his Do Chi completely erupted. Like a blazing meteor, he shot toward Hun Jing and Hun Yan. A madman. The two demon saints' expressions darkened as they attacked together. The heavens and earth changed color. Bung bung bung. As Yao Dan became locked in a brutal battle, the remaining Yao clan elders surged forward and detonated themselves once more. Boom boom boom. Space trembled violently. The distorted region finally shattered. Black flame symbols exploding apart under the relentless assault. Go. A pink flame burst from Xiao Yan's body, forming a blazing barrier that enveloped Yao Tian, Yao Ling, and the others. The Northern King protected Yao Lao as their group pushed their speed to the limit, rushing like lightning toward the torn space.